didn't click start. It might be working now then. Yes, okay, it's working on YouTube. I think something. Yes, it's now we are. There we go. We're live on YouTube and on Twitch. So if you want to watch on whatever platform, I haven't set up streaming on the actual Patreon, which I probably should, because then I can have, features, you should, more reasons you should subscribe and stuff. But yeah, anyway, all right, enough dilly-dallying. Almost. Just send some links to some people. All right, now there's enough dilly-dallying. All right, we're ready to go. And as I say, this is the first I've been seeing of it. Well, no, I've been excited for like a week, because everyone knew about it for a week. It would have been so cool if it was a shadow drop, and they very nearly pulled it off. But they didn't pull it off, so it is what it is, But so I was excited. I like a bit of hype, so as cool as that would have been. But anyway, this is the first I'm seeing of the inside of the game. I watched the stream where they had the developers and the voice actor of Shiogorath. I think I've got the cadence wrong in that name, but they had the voice actor, and he does the guards and everything. They had him on. He was great. He was really good fun. Dad Learns a Skill is in the house. He's commented, man, there are some people who, if they knew Dad Learns a Skill was in the house, would go crazy. I don't know how to reach these people. It would be really helpful if I could get them and get them watching, I mean, maybe they should subscribe. I mean, but yeah. So that's a big deal. There might be some of you who don't know it's a big deal, but it is a big deal. All right. So I've checked the brightness intensity well enough. Let's go. I'm not hearing anything game-wise. I think that's correct. Large. Is that better for streaming large text? Or is it small? You want it to be cinematic? Because I might do an ambience afterwards. Might be worth staying up for that. Difficulty level. I never like it when they just boost. It depends what this does. Do you have an OnlyFans? Asks a local church minister in the chat. I don't actually. I remember a few people were thinking, because they were going to ban anything, all adult content from OnlyFans at one point. And then I knew a few ministers who were like, all right, let's get on OnlyFans. Let's support them and say, yeah, we can have websites do a total break from that sort of stuff. Let's go help them out. But then they didn't go through with it. So then I don't know any ministers who were on OnlyFans. But maybe the minister in the chat is one that did make the switch. So I don't know. I haven't subscribed to his OnlyFans if he does have one. But anyway, yeah. So if they just kind of boost enemies flatly and they don't make them more clever or something, like what makes the in a lot of ensemble games, like Age of Mythology, Age of Empires, that sort of thing, what makes those good is that they actually make the AI more clever, and so they don't. Sometimes they do just kind of give them some boosts, but sometimes they make the AI just a bit more clever, and then and then that's better. Whereas if they just give them boosts, then you just get a bit frustrated. It's like, oh yeah, of course because you can't go back and think, oh, why did we win that fight? And it's like, of course he won that fight. He just had 100% boost. Stupid. So I never like that. So I'll just go adept until I figure out the detail. You can call me a noob, but I won't care because Anyway, yeah. Sorry, that's one of the best intros of all time. Should I talk over this? I mean, if you're watching me. So they don't. Yeah, I'm hearing nothing. I mean, can you? Yeah, so I'll put me up a bit so I can put the sound up. Yeah, I literally can't hear anything. I can hear my own voice, so I've not gone deaf. Alright, just a second. Is my audio working? Speaking. And can you imagine? Yeah, I mean, OBS is saying that there is sound being made. So I think I have a problem on my end. I'm going to have to sort that out. Is this Victoria 3? Whoop. I thought I'd changed it. Whoop. Right, there was someone who joined just for a second and then left. That was probably someone who was interested in Victoria 3. And it's gone anyway. You know, I changed this on OBS. So that's got me fuming. Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered. Dawn. Right. Okay, I've fixed it. Oh man, the poor guy, he was like, oh man, I'm going to settle in to some Victoria 3. Man. And then he's like, oh flip, it's just this game that came out today. I mean, I'm not going to switch to Victoria 3 just for him because I've been so excited for this. All right, I'm just going to check out my sound. You know. What should I sound? I'll just do the brr sound. I'll just bring that up. Make sure my... Yes, my sound is not working. Oh, flipping out. Why is it? What's happened? This is not good. Nah. Right, I've got no working. There it is. That's the soundtrack. Right. So it was playing. Well, anyway, off to a riveting start. It's good I did this all out the way before starting the game, right? That's how Twitch streamers do it. Dad lends a skill can tell me, because he's a pro back in the day. He got thousands of pounds or something. Hundreds of pounds? How much money did you get, Dad lends a skill? I've forgotten. But it was quite the achievement, so he knows what he's doing. Alright, press any buttons to start. Dad lends a skill says he's checking. So stay tuned. If you're not interested at all in what I'm doing, but you're a big Dad lends a skill fan, stay tuned because this is big. I was on the final stream and I bought from him a hat, was it? I think it was that hat with the funny face, but man, I think it's somewhere in the house, but man, that was like one of the most expensive hats I've ever bought. And since we moved house, it must be in some box somewhere. That's terrible. Anyway, yes, start new game. But stay tuned if you're a Dad lends a skill fan.
65 years I've ruled this kingdom. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I've seen the gates of Oblivion, which no waking may see. Behold, in darkness, the tombs the land.
This is the 27th of last seed, the year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the third era and the final hours of my life.
It's a nice touch. It's just showing off the soundtrack and the graphics, really, which is fair enough. It's the best soundtrack ever. There we go. Yeah, I love the Morrowind soundtrack. I think for what it is, you know, the Arena and Daggerfall have some pretty good ones. But I've always felt whenever oh, you can choose between sub races. Oh, that's so awesome. Oh my goodness. So you can be a city orc or a stronghold. That's very, very, very cool. Anekina or Polytony. East and West Skyrim. But you can't be a Skull. You can be an Ashlander. Oh, do you have that, like, super gravelly voice, you bet? Isn't there a new Elder Scrolls coming out soon? They said it may come out this decade. So that's something. Anyway, the background music now much louder than you. Alright, I'll get on that. Though that was, I'd put it up for the intro, because it's like such an epic intro. I thought you'd want to soak it up. So Dadlands of Skill raised £3,300 for children with leukemia. What a legend. Alright, so this, I wasn't even planning what sort of character I was going to have. Colovians are practically Nords, so I don't totally like them. But I'm not sure the Nibonese exist, because they do kind of in the lore. There's just an offhanded comment MK made. If anyone knows Michael Kirkbride, and you know, people obsess about his stuff, but when he's just like in the eastern half of Tamriel, he's not sure that they properly exist or something along those lines, that they're not really face gen people that inhabit it. So I was just like, what? Does that include the Nibonese? But I like Nibonese culture. Actually, Calovia, that's the Gold Road stuff as well. They're not all Nords, known for their autonomy, including toward the rest of the Empire. So the Nibonese are, of course, people like Abnathan, and we love Abnathan. We can, but I love the orcs more than. And if I'm a city orc, been raised in Orsinium, is that possible in timeline? Because doesn't Orsinium get founded in Daggerfall? Isn't that only like 20 years before? So am I like a teenager or something? Is that? You still on 10 to 6 because you've only got 55 minutes. What does that mean? Oh, I see. Yeah. I had the sleep schedule was very rigid. I still am 10 at bed, 6 waking up. I still basically am, but I might stay up just because it took all day downloading. I bought it as soon as they did the official announcement and were like, now you can buy it. I was like, right, straight to Steam, bought it. So I'm going to stay up probably a little bit. Partly also I'll do an ambiance. For anyone who's into that GCHP do ambiances. So you can give your input. What made you want to buy it? It's one of my favourite games of all time. And it's brand new. I wanted to stir up some controversy because they went woke. Look at that. Type 1, Type 2. Don't you mean male and female? That's the whole controversy that's going on. Maybe that will drum up. What's new in the game? I mean, everything. Wait, is that too? Wait, Type 2 is male. I thought they had it the other way around in Star thing. But, they did that. Oh, I can be a proper green orc. I want to be a proper green orc. Anyway, I don't know how to rage bait and drum up controversy, so I've just gone with Type 2. But I know that was one reason loads of people like never even tried out Starfield. I enjoyed Starfield, but loads of people didn't because it's awoke. Is it on Xbox? Yes. Not only is it on Xbox, but if you have Xbox Game Pass, it is completely free. So I bought it on Steam because I'm not going to get Game Pass and I don't have an Xbox. And I want it installed Steam-wise on my PC because even though Bethesda don't officially support mods for this game, it will be the first mainline game they haven't done. Ever, I think. Because they certainly thought were cool with mods in Arena. I'm getting mods at some point. There's already some out. There's one that changes the icon to the Adoring Fan. The one that changes the lighting so it's less greyish, more bright and bloomy and colourful. Not bloomy enough. I'm waiting until there's one where it looks like early Xbox. Why is it your favourite? So my favourite Elder Scrolls game often changes. So the music in Oblivion is my favourite. And that's what I was going to say before. Whenever I have Elder Scrolls music mods in any of the games I'm playing, and Oblivion comes on, I'm like shaken to my core. And I love just walking around the Imperial City and things like that. And it just brings back those memories. But it's such a good one, and it's like theological. Even though it's like a Gnostic theology. I love the fact that it's a game where like theology is at least part of the storyline, but like quite a massive part of it. So I love that. Although that's also the case for Morrowind. So I go back and forth about my favourite game being either Morrowind or... But we'll see as I'm playing this. Maybe this will overtake it. But I love playing Morrowind. And I probably loved playing it more, just like doing the actual quests and stories and adventuring. Because one of the things I liked about Oblivion was that you didn't necessarily have to do so much combat and stuff. There's loads of stuff that's just like talking. Loads of dialogue style quests, so you don't have to do too much combat. Whereas I liked actually the combat, and people often just say, "Oh man, it's objectively atrocious." The combat in yeah, that's what we want. Yeah, they were saying like combat in Morrowind's atrocious. I really like it. It's a bit like playing D&D, and I enjoyed playing D&D, so that might be the difficulty people are having, and where I don't know, but so I enjoy playing Morrowind. I'm just thinking about playing Morrowind. It'd be so good, and if they can recreate Morrowind like they're doing with this, that would be amazing. So I hope, even though they've got the woke, if you do support them, they could remake Morrowind. Yeah, and the thing is, in the original story, Vivek in Morrowind is intersex, as they say. And they didn't really go for that too much because it was like, oh, it wasn't the done thing. Whereas now, you might actually get like more of the story as it's actually, they developed it. Who knows? So, yeah, they might actually be bolder with the story of Morrowind if you give this your support. So, but I imagine, even though there's a bit of controversy about the woke, but like, I think people probably are just going to buy this because like it's literally just like a second. That's a very Oblivion looking face, but I like that most people don't look like they used to in Oblivion. That seems to me like in my head that's all characters I play looking like that. Chin, yeah, prominent chin, yeah, 100% prominent, yes. Jutting, yeah, to better fangs. That, yeah, that's much more threatening, isn't it? So the story I love, even though it kind of is just like they were developing this political thriller, and then were like, oh, don't quite have the time to develop. We've just set this date to release it, so let's redo it. So it's the story of Battle Spire, but it begins with political thriller. Even though they do a bit of that, it's still, they pull it off perfectly well. And like we all know, Skyrim was meant to have a lot of different story and stuff. So this is just what happens when you set release dates. Hopefully, then that doesn't happen in Elder Scrolls 6. But it is just a good story, and they've got fantastic voice actors who pull it off well. Oh, an even bigger chin. Now that's too big. Top review on Sterum. Snuck behind a rat in the intro cave until stealth 30 game is intact. That's saying something. Don't know. Is that? Yeah, that's what we want. I'm maxing out things on the grotesque features. I think that's. Yeah, so it's got a great story, fantastic. I think the world, it's got more Oblivion to me. More of this feeling of there's a world that's busying itself, which Skyrim kind of has probably more of that coded. Positive review for this is Dadland Skill says positive review for being a Bethesda game with the ability to uncap frame rate straight from the options. I don't know what that frame rating is. People always complain. My brother's always complaining about frame rate. I never know what that means. Or capping frame rates. Yeah, so Oblivion feels more like there's a world that's busying with itself that's just going on. Skyrim probably does have more of those features in some senses, but they always have people just going up to you saying like, oh, isn't the war terrible? Like that sort of thing. Always making you think, oh, life in Skyrim's not really going on. Whereas they keep telling you in Oblivion, oh, this is like basically a peaceful empire. And things are basically peaceful in the cities and just doing what they normally do. So you get an idea of what ordinary life is in the arena. The arena that is Tamriel. So I like that a lot. So I suppose the vibe of the world is done better, in my opinion, than in other Elder Scrolls games. Because it just feels a bit more living. And because it does stick... Yeah, no, I suppose it is mostly still a political thriller. Like, it is still a bit of the kind of Battlespire plot. I think partly they were hoping people hadn't played Battlespire, but it's literally about, like, Mehrunes Dagon, if people don't know. Oh, well, no, I'll be spoiling it. Although you saw Mehrunes Dagon in the intro trying to invade Tamriel. So that's not too much of a spoiler. And that's more or less just the plot of Battlespire. But no, I suppose the tone of the whole secret cults and political thriller sort of still goes on. And because it has that, that means it's just like the backdrop of the story is life's just going on as normal. People aren't suspecting what's going on. So I think just the world's a lot nicer. And I love, really, and this is why I was saying I would want mods that add bloom and things. I love that era of video games. I remember when I first got an Xbox 360 and Dad saved up so we could get one like almost as soon as it came out. And just Viva Pinata, Banjo-Kazooie. Johnny, my brother, played that more, but you know, Banjo-Kazooie was great. I loved. People who liked the older Banjo-Kazooies didn't like that one, but I did. That cameo, all of that, and I was seeing in the comments for this game, people were like, it's better because it doesn't have all the ridiculous bloom, and they were saying, and I was like, no, I love that about it. I love the kind of bright, optimistic lighting and style. So I'm hopeful that it still has lots of that. And, you know, as we saw in the intro, it still looks mostly bright and everything. And there'll be mods that add that. But I love that, the bloom-looking stuff. Yeah, anyway, so Declan's Skill is still posting reviews. He says, I have a 4060 Ti. I think that's a sort of car. And I'm getting 10 frames per second while outdoors on lowest impossible settings. This needs to be patched for optimization desperately. Oh, I'm not outdoors yet, so I'm not seeing the frame rate. Like, I do know, to address earlier, I do know what FPS stands for, frame rate or frames per second. I just don't know what capping it means or why you want to do it. It just sounds silly to me. Like, just have more frame rate. Isn't frame rate better? Don't get it. Yeah, that looks more sinister. Those are like hunter eyes. Large hunter. No, beady. Yeah, beady hunter eyes. Beady hunter eyes. That's better. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, maybe a bit more apart then. It runs worse than Stalker 2. Again, don't know what that means. I basically haven't played any new games. Like, EU4 is kind of the newest game I've been playing. Oh no, CK3 I've played. But that's still just like, you know. I don't play too many new games. If people are like, oh, comparing to, you know, whatever, I won't know. So that's not going to help me one way or the other. Brown nose chin. Oh, to the overall. That's a proper snarl. So there's something about that, but that's more what I'm thinking. Is there some way to have his like upper mouth not look quite so wrinkly? I mean, if he's basically like maximum age 20, I just don't know if he can be like. I mean, if he's grown up in Orsinium, right? So I don't know he can be this old and wrinkly. Like, do orcs get this wrinkly this quickly? I just didn't know. Oh, am I heavy set? No, that's what I'm like. Yeah, gaunt. I'm a gaunt fella. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that just looks like he's more battle hardened. Although a city orc wouldn't, it isn't. Dad Learned Skill says he's so happy he's never killed himself. That's nice to know. Yeah, I do feel. Yeah, he kind of looks distinguished when he's like gaunt and thin, but he's like definitely highly orcish. So I like that. I think that's because you know, if we were doing kind of political storyline that is Elder Scrolls 4. Ooh, oh, we don't want like a Cro-Magnon look. Yeah, that maybe a bit more. Yeah, yeah, a bit more. It's not in. Yeah. Ooh, is that? A bit more. Yeah. Any input on character creation? We all happy with this orc? Any orc names you want to come up with? I want the character to be semi-serious. I know Dad Learns the Skills thinking of ridiculous names that, you know, I'm going to call him Man City or something, but you know, think of serious. I'm torn. Maybe I put it in the middle. Maybe that. Call it Man City, says Dad Learns the Skill. Oh, I know who I'm going to name her. I'm just going to do a quick Google. I'm going to name him after Kurog. Kurog. Yeah, I loved King Kurog in the Elder Scrolls Online. Call it Man City. Gotta go. Catch you soon. Hate Josh for life, says Dad Learns Skill. Well, see you, Dad Learns Skill. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching half an hour of me character creating. Well, 15 minutes of me just doing setup. But, you know. Is he like 2 gaunt? Have I maxed out his gaunt? I don't know. Oh. Then that would just be Going off the rails. Let's keep that in the middle. Jawline concave. Oh, that's always important. I mean, he's Merrick, so you know. Yeah. Happy? Is that what a happy orc looks like? Alright. Sad. I mean, it looks snarling there, which is... I mean, they've gone all 4 orcs. This is what orcs should look like, in my opinion. Yeah, let's go with that. Oh, yeah, he is happy. Ah. Alright. But they do animate the characters, so. Yeah, he looks somewhat friendly if I do that, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I think let's get there. Underbite, overbite. Isn't like underbite required for orcs? Or no? No strong opinion, just leave it in the middle again. That's a proper smile, that. Too much of a smile. Deflated, inflated, deflated. Ooh, now that is quite the... Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Now that I went small, now that looks almost too big. I've probably created the least orc-looking orc, and I was wanting like strong orc, and then I've gone for this. But like, I don't know. He's almost looks like a goblin or something, but I don't think that's too wrong. No, they're meant to have like lots of that. Oh, a flat. That's like a Voldemort look. Now that turns it around to be proper pariah folk again, doesn't it? Yeah. That I think wins it back to proper. This is a son of Malakath, or is he a Trinamachite? Oh yeah, if he's in Orsinium, he probably is a Trinamach worshipper. Yeah, yeah. Bridge. Yeah, I think he needed a bit more bridge. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, should be that. Such a small, kind of compacted nose. I mean, yeah, that's making up for me making him look less like an orc. I think he's... Yeah. Big, wide nostrils. I mean, if he's not got a lot of, like, kind of depth to it, he needs lots of width. Got to get lots of air in, you know. Ooh. That does. Yeah. What a robust character generator. Better than the Ridge. Ooh. I liked how it looked up front, but then, yeah, maybe that. Maybe. It's not too much of a nose, and not betraying it. Alright. Hair. Not too many options. There's no scroll on it. Alright, fair enough. Delicious locks. Yeah. Balding could be. I mean, that's the orc look, really. So there's not much on front. Unless you just go all out for it. So, or a zoomer, sort of for real. I mean, the length feature, I gotta admit, that's pretty cool. I like that. That seems orcish. Facial hair. Lots. That's right. There we go. Mustache. Yes. But what sort? I think that's better. Yeah. Overview. It's a classic art. We love to see it. Excellent armor craftsmanship. I love that about them. I love that they had that in there. They major on that in Elder Scrolls Online. And you go to a big forge called Morkaldin, and it's very cool. Yeah, so I was going to call him Kurog Grow Morkaldin. Grow Morkaldin. Ah. Does grow mean what I think it does? Does that mean you're from there, basically? Sure. You know. I mean, Morkaldin contributes to Orsinium, so I think you can still count as a city orc. Yeah, I'm from the province of Orsinium. I can be from Morkaldin, but I don't have to be from Clan Morkul, necessarily. I think that name makes sense. I'm going for Kurog Grow Morkaldin. Oh, alright, here we go.
At least you've got that brutish strength. Must be nice to just rip someone apart like some kind of monster.
Oh, you can still do that stuff. Holding and grabbing stuff.
Captured by it. How pathetic. You're going to die. Like a man of the cage. Hey, you hear that? The gods are coming for you.
I'm gonna save just in case I do something stupid as I often do, like punch one of the guards and die.
What's this prisoner doing here? This cell is supposed to be off limits. Never mind. Get that gate open. Stand back, prisoner. We won't hesitate to kill you if you get in our way.
Stay out the way and you won't get hurt.
Ah, the graphics are much better. As much as I was saying. Ah, okay, there we go. As much as I was saying, I love the old blue look and the bright colours and everything. I mean, overall, the graphics are just so much better. I do like this a lot. It's making me very excited.
Let me see your face. You are the one from my dreams. The stars were right. This is the day. Gods give me strength.
What's going on?
Assassins and sons, and I'm next. My blades are leading me out of the city and the secret escape route. By chance, the entrance to that escape route leads your cell.
Why am I in jail?
Perhaps the gods have placed you here so that we may meet. As for what you have done, it does not matter. That is not what you will be remembered for.
Who are you?
I am your emperor, Uriel Septim. By the grace of the gods, I serve Tamriel as you are a citizen of Tamriel, and you too shall serve her in your own way.
What should I do?
You'll find your own path. Take care. There will be blood and death before the end.
Please, keep moving.
Yeah, I mean, this is a big improvement. I think you can tell a lot of work's gone into it, a lot of love. People who love the original games. One thing I saw that I was like, oh, I'm not sure about, I'll get them on about it. Some of the Iliad ruins. I was just thinking that because this looks perfect. Like in my mind, as my imagination was making up for graphical problems. This is like how I remembered the cell. You know. This is amazing. Oh. No, Captain Renault. Alright, let's... Oh. Here's a special katana. I'll have to robe up, I suppose, like a cultist. Don't have much choice.
I'll take point. Let's move. Here you must find your own path.
But we will cross
Paths again before the end. I'm sure of it.
Oh. Yeah, this plays very well. I don't know what all those reviews Dadlands Skill was quoting were on about. Though I do have a very powerful computer. You have to if you're streaming, you know. Oh, a goblin, a sign of things to come. Open door with the iron key. Actually, those kind of pop-ups give me a bit of an arena feeling. I don't exactly know why, because they technically happened in Oblivion. Don't know what it is. Can't put my finger on it. Maybe someone else will figure it out for me. Ah, here we go. We're getting armor. Press the wrong thing, did I? Yes. Alright. Wrist irons. Do they give anything? Oh. Yeah, I do look pretty. Oh, alright, that looks better. Yeah, just a mass improvement. It feels really nice. Beautiful graphics. Improved, you know, like when you just think of the engine improvement, you think when it came to Skyrim, people very quickly. Oh, were they not? Oh, I was meant to go against the zombie. They were on my side. Oh, turned against the rats. That makes me feel a bit, you know, nasty. Malt flesh. Nice. What was I saying? Is this one going to turn on me? No? He's forgiven me for my outburst. That's nice. The other ones must have been... Oh! Ah! Shouldn't have trusted him. But I literally pressed E on him like I was chatting to him. Should have, you know, oh well. Hopefully I haven't gotten any disease or anything. One thing I always found weird, if anyone's played Morrowind, is it feels quite early in the story that you become totally immune from all diseases. Spoiler alert. You know. So it was weird to me because I always felt like there was this huge feature in the game, a challenge that, you know, you get all these cure disease potions and everything that all these vendors have. And I never used any of them because I always became totally immune to all disease before encountering a single one. So I always thought that was just a bit weird. I mean, it's a great story. It's just like... Anyway, I was just saying that because I think I may have gotten a disease from how many times I got bitten by a rat. Just my gut instincts are saying that's disease-ridden. My brother played the intro of this over and over and over again. So he knew all the secrets you could get, but I haven't remembered all the secrets. He's probably showed me them, but I always wanted to just get out and just explore the city and just chat with people. And I did the Mage Guild one once, but it, you know, can we take these? Oh, but look at the lighting and everything. I mean, that lantern needs a smim, but I mean, the lighting looks amazing. Really good improvement. It is like playing it for the first time, so I can recommend. It's obviously quite expensive at the moment, but I just thought it's worth it. Can I take that one? No, can't take any of these. There it is. I hope they do at some point do some mod support, because they didn't have day one mod support with Skyrim. So they can always add it later, and they should. I like that. I saw that just as they had the devs playing it before. I love that little animation. Stuff. It just feels you're interacting with stuff a bit more. It's not just teleporting away, you know, with your mind. A nice middle ground between like animating in a little hand, kind of going like whoa, which some things do, and there's always been mods that add that, and sometimes there's a time and a place for that. But as a base game thing, that can be a little much. I should have snuck up on those rats that like looked right at me and didn't attack me. Oh, did it? Nice. Hooray. Oh, and mortar and pestle. Very useful. Number one thing I do, like any Morrowind game, is get the next level alchemy gear. And then you can just make potions that break the game and turn yourself into a god, which I never felt was ruining the game, because that's kind of what characters do in like the Elder Scrolls lore. They kind of do ridiculous logic breaking things, just like power cycles and things like that are just kind of a thing in the lore. It's like how save scumming is also kind of explained in the lore, or at least in a bit of MK thing, which is obviously not official. But you know, people kind of always count it a bit like it's official. He had a thing where basically Akatosh, who's the god of time, allows time to roll back to allow, I think it's either Vivek gets to escape or Cyrus does, but it's in a battle between them. So it is kind of explained in the lore that like you're the hero, you need to survive. In order for the prophecy to come true, therefore Akatosh happily rolls back time so you can do it. So save scumming doesn't even feel that bad because they explain it, you know. It's like I was saying with the whole, when difficulty is just adding difficulty, not adding, just adding like bonuses to enemies or malices to the player, so that you're not effectively playing the same logic of things. Whoa, did you see that magical effect? I'm very bad at this. It's the only way to learn. Ah. Nice. I'm glad the goblin let me do that. It's polite-ish. Oh, a witch. This does look so good. I'm going to be playing this to death. Over encumbered, I knew it was going to happen. Wonder if they still let you do that thing where you can load up a dead body. and then just carry the dead body. Because that's what I always used to do. A little. Can I? I could. Can I load up with it? No. They don't let. Yeah. Well, they had to find some way to stop that because that literally ruins the point of an entire gameplay feature. Alright, well, I've got a load of rubbish like bones that don't even sell for anything. So I'll just dump them. Wrist irons. They're kind of cool to have just so it's like, oh, no, they don't weigh anything. Yes, I want heavy, but. So that doesn't sell for anything, but that's also sentimental. Mace. I mean, these are rusty, so you get stuff that's better than it. Oh. How do I... Left control. Ah, yes. Alright. Yeah, so this is still the best I've got. And it's, you know, quick. So is that just all? Yeah. Club. Not too useful. Oh. Yeah, these also don't sell, and presumably going to kill loads of Mythic Dawn cultists. So, alright, I'll lose them. I'll keep my cuffs just because they're, if I'm going to have a single memento. So a repair hammer is more expensive than a solid silver vase. Do I have that absolutely correctly? There it is. Here we go. Alright. I mean, I was being silent anyway. I was going to say I should start being silent because the story's going to kick off. Oh, the magic looks so good. It's going to be hard going back to Skyrim.
No, he is not one of them. He can help us. He must help us. They cannot understand why I trust you. They've not seen what I've seen. How can I explain? Listen, you know the Nine, how they guide our fates with an invisible hand.
Yeah, we should be. I think our character we said was pious.
I've served the Nine all my days, and I chart my course by the cycles of the heavens. The skies are marked with numberless sparks, each a fire, and every one a sign. I know these stars well, and I wonder which sign marked your birth.
Ah. On a certain day to uncertain parents. Move fast is always good. Oh, and just restore with ritual healing. Yeah, so that still stops your magicka whatsoever. I'm glad they didn't change that. Oh, unlocking doors. But it's only average, so you outgrow it quickly enough. Whereas visibility 60 seconds, that's tough to beat. Base, so you can't change these unlike in Skyrim. So you have to think about these more carefully. But I think just an innate ability to become totally invisible whenever you want, basically. You know. It's tough to beat. I think any innate ability has to be preferred. So unless Let's see, paralyzes the target for 10 seconds. So, alright, that's also good, paralyzation. And I like paralyzing and then pushing people off a cliff, because it's just an easy way to, like, kill people. It's the same as using the voice attack in Skyrim, isn't it? It's a way of doing that. But that's a great power. And I do use invisibility. And then there's other ways of doing, like, paralysis. You can just use loads of poisons. I'm going to go Shadow.
Show the end of my path. My death, a necessary end, will come when it will come.
What about me?
Your stars are not mine. Today the shadow shall hide you from destiny's cunning hounds.
Aren't you afraid to die?
No trophies of my triumphs precede me, but I have lived well, and my ghosts shall rest easy. Men are but flesh and blood. They know their doom, but not the hour. In this I am blessed to see the hour of my death, to face my apportioned fate, then fall. My dreams grant no opinions of success. Their compass ventures not beyond the doors of death, but in your face I behold the sun's companion. The dawn of Akatosh's bright glory may banish the coming darkness. With such hope, and with the promise of your aid, my heart must be satisfied.
Where are we going?
I go to my grave, a tongue shriller than all the music calls me. You shall follow me yet for a while, then we must part. You may as well make yourselves useful here. Carry this torch and stick close.
Yeah, let's ask about the blades.
We're the Emperor's bodyguards. Our job is to get him out of situations like this. Although I admit, things are not going according to plan. My job is to make sure the Emperor gets out of here alive, and I intend to do it.
Nice.
Stick close and let us do our job. You'll be all right.
None of them have anything that can be sold for anything. Can we still talk to him?
Your destiny is bound up with mine, and with the fate of Tamriel itself.
Yeah, I feel it's always worth talking with him. Oh, they got him. Yeah, they've taken down a lot of these cultists when you think about it. And it's just two guys. I mean, the Emperor's done his own bit. And the magic, so good. I love the magic in this. What was the Glen Roy say? Door to the sanctum. No, hello.
Come with us. Your destiny is bound up with mine, and with the fate of Tamriel itself.
Hold up. I don't like this.
Let me take a look. Looks clear. Come on. We're almost through to the sewers.
Keep an eye on the Emperor. They were just staring at me for a bit. Wasn't too keen on that.
Damn it! The gate is blocked from the other side. The trap! What about that side passage back there? What's that rock? Let's go!
Oh, falling straight into an ambush. What do they teach these blades? I mean, that's Yeah, so they just literally said, oh, it's like a trap. Let's go towards where we're being headed.
Wait here with the Emperor. Guard him with your life. For the blood.
Ah, I missed a line from Sir Patrick Stewart. Because I was busy fighting, I was told to defend him with my life. Ah, finally something worthwhile. It says search, but they don't let you.
The Blades are sworn to protect the Emperor. Now he and all his heirs are dead. The amulet. Where's the amulet of kings? It wasn't on the Emperor's body.
Ah, that's what the line was, you know. I was there, it's been over 10 years, I can barely remember.
Strange. He saw something in you. Trusted you. They say it's the dragon blood that flows through the veins of every septum. They see more than lesser men. The amulet of kings is a sacred symbol of the Empire. Most people think of the red dragon crown, but that's just jewelry. The amulet has power. Only a true heir of the blood can wear it, they say. He must have given it to you for a reason. Did he say why?
I must take it to
He
Joffrey.
said that? Why?
There is another heir.
But Joffrey would be the one to know. He's the Grand Master of my order. Although you may not think so to meet him, he lives quietly as a monk at Waynon Priory, near the city of Coral.
How do I get there?
First, you need to get out of here. Through that door must be the entrance to the sewers, past the locked gate. That's where we were heading. It's a secret way out of the Imperial City. Or it was supposed to be secret. Here, you'll need this key for the last door to the sewers.
The sewers?
There are rats and goblins down there. But from what I've seen of you, I'm guessing you're an experienced barbarian. Am I right?
Ah. Good shout. I like barbarians. Strength and speed. Armourer. Yeah, that's the best for an orc, isn't it? Athletics. Blade. Yeah. But blunt. So the problem with that is we've got like a major power. I'm not likely to use hand to hand. So let's go combat. Attributes. Agility. Oh, max health. Ah, so you only have 2, yeah, of course. Daggers, short swords. Well, no, I don't do that. Long swords. Oh, I'm going to stick with long swords. No magicka. Speed is good. But endurance, that's always best. We just want to not die. Oh, that's always good, but it's not good for an orc. Skills. Armor. Athletics is good. And then you level up better if you're always... Alchemy is useful to have. Restoration is. Security. I mean, I do have the thief thing, so that's a bit of a... yeah. Should I have something like speechcraft? Just because, like, the story... And I don't know... I mean, heavy armor is always nice to have. Let's go heavy. And then one more... Blade, I suppose. Yeah. Oh, that's good, though. I mean, if we go invisible, do we need sneak as a skill? Hmm. Yeah, I think having that mitigates not having it like that before. Adventurer. Yeah, that's kind of what the class is. Yeah. I'm an adventurer. And they have the picture as you're basically being a barbarian. But no blunt and blocking, yeah. Yeah.
I wasn't far off. In
Yeah.
any case, rats and goblins won't give you any trouble.
After the sewers, then what?
You must get the amulet to Joffrey. Take no chances, but proceed to Wayne and Priory immediately. Got it?
Got it. Yes.
Good. The Emperor's trust was well placed.
What about you? What will you do?
I'll stay here and guard the Emperor's body. Make sure no one follows you. You better get moving. Make Talos guide you.
Hello.
By the way, thanks for recovering Captain Renault's sword. I'll see that it is given a place
Ah.
of honor in the halls of the blades.
I shouldn't have lost all that. Whoa, my hands are like blue. I thought they were just green. Ooh. You got me there. Okay. Gosh. Gave me a sword and I dropped it. Should I just skip out? Oh no, it's like up there, so you can't like jump up and get it. Ah, I guess it's better than nothing. Oh, I'm enjoying the pictures like we're in the base game more than anything new. It's just such a good game. You know, they struck gold, lightning in a bottle, whatever the phrase is. Open the door with the key. Yeah, so obviously I mean, people are always just playing it before. Now we're going to see if it's so laggy it's unbearable. No, we're not. Soon we will. And then I'll see whether or not I agree with that reviewer. But I really don't thus far. I think they've done a great job. Even with the woke. Cheese wheel. You gotta have your cheese wheel. Flour. You gotta have your flour. Or are you... I forget if there's cooking in Oblivion. Have I played too much Skyrim for too long? Here he comes! Nice. The new animation's brilliant. It was the jankiness of animations and stuff that took you out of it before, so... this stuff is just an obvious improvement. There's no denying it. So I'm happy with my money spent. It was worth it. And I'm going to get a lot of hours out of this. I mean, you just think of hours obtained compared to like a movie or something. What's he going to do about it? Oh, he's going to come up. Out of the way. Oh, you can just dash to the end. That's what I'll do. Look how beautiful that is. Yeah. Finished, I think. There we go. Achievement. Escape the Imperial Sewers. And it's got that picture from the original. Alright, well, I'll have to think about where we're going to do the ambiance, because we've already gone on for an hour. I kind of want to get stuck into it. And I said I was alright playing late. I hadn't done a different ambiance today, so it would but you know, streaming kind of makes up for it, I guess. We'll see. We'll see how the channel grows. Yeah. Well, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hey. Alright. Oh. Yeah, I mean, it was. I saw a little bit of a jump before. I didn't see it become unplayable. By no means. Oh, all right. I'm getting a slight bit of lag. I'll tell you what. I've got VS Code running a very complex code in the background. I'll shut down that. Because there's no need, is there, at the end of the day? So yeah, it looks like it's running a bit smoother. Right, so I will say that it's a heavy duty enough application that if you're running a labor intensive Visual Studio coding diagnostics in the background, you may experience lag. Whether or not that's worth a negative review, I'll let you be the judge. But I won't really, because you'd be wrong. So I can judge you wrong. Yeah, I can't find anything else running in the background, so. But it seems running fine. Yes, the red on the compass will take us to the priory. Oh. Wow, I'm loving this so much. So, I mean, yeah, for people who don't know, originally the story was going to take place a little bit earlier because there's people mention in Morrowind that the heirs of the Emperor have been rumored to be replaced by clones, basically, or doppelgangers. And so there's panic overtaking. So they just kind of have here, oh, the heirs have been killed. Whereas it was going to start off with this big political thriller thing where it's like, oh, what's happening to the heirs? And you might meet some, and then you have to figure out whether or not, and so there's a bit of paranoia or something, and you get that sort of feeling. And then it was going to connect with an earlier character called Yeager Than from Arena, which is the game I played the most of. Look at this. Oh. Sorry, I've just been speechless. I was in the middle of saying something. Yeah, so then, they're going to connect with the Yeager, so then it basically would happen that discover the Imperial Market. It would, the whole quadrilogy would have concluded with a big interacting overarching story, which
What is it, citizen?
but it's still a great story. They just changed exactly. Doesn't say those are stealing, but they don't cost all that much. Oh no, yeah, you click it. I'm getting used to that. Well met. Oh, it is the dialogue. I like that. They did say they did their best to keep the dialogue. Oh, look at the repair hammers that are, for whatever reason.
Ivy Metric moves with such grace. I wonder what it is she does.
It's pretty amazing. Plus, she teaches others how to do it.
I've heard others say the same.
Safe travels.
Be seeing you.
Nice. See, I mean, it is that. So people always love how awkward it is. Or they laugh at how awkward it is.
Remember that Argonian? The one from yesterday? Little bugger pulled a knife up here. I had to put it down. Well, things are bound to get worse before they get better. They always do. Keep your eyes peeled for trouble. Well, I should go. If you need any backup, just give me a shout. You have my ear, citizen. Speak, citizen. When the city is quiet, everybody is happy, right? If you like noise, Maybe you're in the wrong place. Truth is, the Legion doesn't know who was behind the Emperor's murder. We've already ruled out the Dark Brotherhood. So is this something worse?
Wow.
What are you looking for?
Yeah, maybe we do need someone to sleep.
Merchants Inn in the market, King and Queen in Elven Gardens, the Tiber Septum in Talos Plaza, and All Saints in Temple District. There's also the Bloated Float on the waterfront, but that's not a very nice neighborhood.
Nice.
Move along.
Oh, man. Look at that. So, I mean, should we just do an ambience, just walking around for a bit? Should I mute myself and we're just going for a stroll? Can I change my walking? Yeah, there we go. Just walking. That's more the ambience. So we'll start at that gate. And then I'll, yeah, hit record, mute me. So I guess I'll catch you on the other side. But man, what an incredible intro. What an incredible game, and they've done a fantastic job. They really have. Alright, well, see ya. I forgot to press record. Alright, now I'll see you.
Morning.
I just thought I should like turn down the UI or something. I always do that for the other stuff. Why wasn't I doing that for this one? I'll go back. I'm only on high. Let's go ultra. Yeah. Ooh. I don't know if yeah, I don't know if it is alright, so I'll go back to where I started from. I thought that, you know, looking both ways over the street, that was a nice touch. I'll keep that in. Right. What we're wanting is to get rid of the AI, not the UI. For a cinematic mode. Or, and just zoom it in, you know. It's like a bit of that. Like that. Oh, and it's still got the button. That makes things difficult. I mean, what's the answer? Anyone got any ideas? No? Right. We don't want general. Or maybe it is in general. Nope. So you can FPS. So you can turn on and off parts of the UI. Exercise. Open HUD. Shortcuts. That's not what we want. No. There's gonna be the hull of this one. It's such a good song. So this is like quite basic. We don't need this. Nope, not here. I mean, do we just have that little dot? That's gonna irk some people. You wanna just like gonna see if I can. There's got to be some cinematic way. Right. Did it in caps for some reason? No, you gotta. Yeah, people got mods for it and things, but yeah, hiding HUD seems to. I mean, people look it up. I'm not the only one. By using a console command, but then we don't get achievements. I was enjoying getting achievements. Alt Z. Alright. That didn't work. Use of any console commands will disable achievements. So, I mean, what's the thought? But if we're like zoomed in a bit like this, then it's not the full quality that we want. Got to make a decision. Well, it's only the first one, right? If I figure out something else later. Alright, so we'll head back here. I know what I'm doing this time. Let's bring it up a map, just so we've got a bit more of an... Oh, it's the map that does bring you back. No. Ah. Wow. Alright. Yes, let's... Should we like look back at the wanted? Oh. And then we'll grab it. That'll be a nice touch. Alright, let's do that then. I figured it. This time it's for real. Alright. See you on the flip side. Nah, you know what? That it turned out obnoxious when I tried it. I thought like that would be cool. Having a look at the posters, see what? Nah, that was wrong. All right, this is it. That was It's running again. Alright, let's go back into place. Terrible. You'd think I'd have gotten better at this, but you know.
I've heard others say the same.
Have you heard any word about the other provinces?
I understand Daedra worship is becoming increasingly prevalent in the Somerset Isle.
The Altmer have powerful wizards. It could be a dangerous situation.
Good day.
Farewell.
Speak. Oh, hello. All's quiet, eh? Times like this, I think the thieves are all away on holiday.
Word's come down from the captain. No breaks until further notice. You ask me, he knows something. There's trouble brewing.
Don't forget, my friend, you and I are what stand between order and chaos. Without us, the Empire would...
Unbelievable. Some dust got in my mouse and it was all... I have to start the whole thing again. And it caught that conversation and that was kind of nice. God. Can't do anything right. This is why I'd always used to, you know, played it a bit before I'd, you know. Well, you know, alright. Is this the 5th charm? Is it charm? Or is it just the 4th? Alright. I'm scrubbing down my desk. Sure this. Not going to do that. Alright. Now the ambiance is starting. Not looking at that, even though that's kind of cool. Man, why did they get rid of the Alt Z thing? Is that a... Oh, wait, was that a prank? Like it was meant to, like, shut down, yeah. But it didn't. Just, alright, I'm going to have a little explore. This is very nice and atmospheric. I like this. We'll go down here. So I'm just exploring first. Market District. Yeah, this is nice. Yeah, so if we just do the...
Oh, hello.
Just do the perimeter. Then what are we doing? Where are we dropping? I mean, towers are fun, but you could spend ages to load it. You know, I like Argonians, though they are Daedra worshippers, and we were just warned about that. And I mean, you know, the Hist are Daedra. Kind of unofficially, but also just logically. They are not the ancestors of men and elves. So, just is what it is at the end of the day. Though their power has gone into maintaining the world rather than the realm of the Hist, so maybe they're Daedra. I don't know. I would tend to say not. Oh. Oh, that's... Okay.
It's the only way to get the real news. Feature story on the Grey Fox.
Oh. The arena. quite cool. Maybe, yeah, that's better for just looking at like a poster, isn't it? So we'll go around the perimeter. We'll go all the way around. No, I think that this little alley didn't show too much promise. Look at us running. Though I do like this. So if we do that, maybe we'll go around. But yeah, it's basically the same as this. So what we're going to do, we're going to do the perimeter. We're going to look at just, yeah, walk around here a bit. Is that stealing? I'll sneak just in case it is. Boom. Yeah, nice. Yeah, so we're going around the perimeter. I'll be in the... Oh, I should have kept the mushrooms are aesthetic, aren't they? At least there's some. We'll look at the statues as we walk past them. Yeah, alright. I got a bit of lag then. I did notice it. I noticed it. Got that one. It's looking... Do I walk around here? Do people like this bit? But I like this. So we'll go around here. Oh, if only there's some way to get rid of that little... We might level up just running around everywhere. Yeah, I've been my acrobatics went up. Okay, right. This is it. Look, I've trained. You've seen me train. I've gotten better. This is it. This will be the ambiance. See ya.
Don't be the last to read today's Black Horse Courier.
Hail.
Thiel from the Arcane University is looking for someone to chase the bandits from Camp Hales. Probably trying to enhance her weird machine.
I've heard others say the same.
Safe travels.
You too.
What is it now?
What's new with you?
No doubt.
I ran into some goblins in the woods not long ago. Nasty little beasts.
Disgusting creatures. I hope to never see another.
Be seeing you.
How are you? Great.
Anyone looking for work should consider the Fighters Guild. I hear they're always looking for recruits.
So I've heard.
Have you ever spoken to the farm about learning to be a man?
I'd rather have someone else just repair it. I'd hate to have to take time to repair my armor when I'm doing something else.
Goodbye.
Good day.
How are you? Hello.
I understand money is tight. Why this cost? Seems like a bad idea.
Seems to me some things are worth paying full price for. Farewell.
Good to hear. Good day.
Yes?
What?
Hi there. I'm listening.
First
Go
the
ahead.
chapel attacked, now the prophet ranting about the end of the world.
Oh, no.
No doubt.
What's the news from the other parts of Tamriel?
Nothing I'd like to talk about. Have you ever been to the King and Queen Tavern?
They say they treat all their patrons like royalty. From what I've seen, it's the truth.
Goodbye. All citizens are welcome in the Imperial Palace, at least on the first 2 floors.
Please show your respect for the Imperial Palace by keeping your voice down.
All visitors to the Imperial Palace are asked to keep their voices down, especially if Council is in session.
Trespassing in the Imperial Palace is a serious crime. Do not venture beyond the first and second floors. Remember, trespassing in the Imperial Palace is a serious crime. Do not venture beyond the first and second floors. Please show your respect for the Imperial Palace by keeping your voice down.
Please show.
Alright, bad news. I said it so it wasn't capturing the music. Some of you probably... What's that? Could have mentioned it. But, yeah. I think I'll go to an inn, stay overnight, and then this will be it, man. Oh, I'm not recording that. But I mean the OBS was saying it was recording.
How can I help you?
Better safe than sorry. Hotel. Sounds promising. Well, I still think I've learned things about
Welcome, friend, to the Tiber Septum Hotel. I am Augusta Aledia, your hostess. Why, yes, I do have a lovely room available for a mere 40 gold a night. Are you interested? I'm afraid you lack the funds to rent a room. Perhaps you should consider resting somewhere else. A little food and drink will do you some good. That seems a fair price. You don't expect me to make that deal, do you?
No way to barter. Just say, all right, I'll just take 50.
You've got to be kidding.
No, apparently there isn't. Wait, does that just... That's silly, really, isn't it? Alright, well, we'll find
I
something
appreciate your business.
better.
Why, yes, I do have a lovely room available for a mere 40 gold a night. Are you interested? Excellent. The room is on the floor upstairs, at the west end of the hall. I do hope you rest well.
I mean, this is the right time to start the Oblivion. What do you think?
Farewell.
It's got the instructions to the room, but, you know. Right, here we go. Alright, here we go. Boom.
A hated one.
Joring the butler. I've served Master Umbacano for many years.
Didn't realize this was going to trigger a story. Alright. Let's ask about Umbacano.
My master, Umbacano, is known across Cyrodiil as a collector of alien antiquities. He's always interested in rare artifacts from that era. Why? Do you have something of interest to my master?
Oh, I just want to speak to you.
Indeed. I am at your service. My cousin says the beggars all work for the Grey Fox. It's rather frightening. I'm through talking to you.
A hated one.
I'm...
Speak.
Hello there. How do you do?
Speak.
hear the tribal chief of the forces of the region. Again, I have so long.
Well, that was an unexpected twist, but I think that was a nice way to end it off, getting attacked. And that storm, I thought, man, got lightning in a bottle, you know, so to speak. Yeah. But yeah, I think I'll call it there. And thanks for tuning in. See you next time.